Hello everyone. In the previous video part 2, we had discussed about the topics like motion of an object under the action of gravitational force, three equations of motion modified for motion under acceleration due to gravity, and difference between mass and weight. In this video, we will discuss about new topic that is thrust and pressure. You might have wondered that we feel very difficult to walk on the sand, but a camel can run easily on the sand. In the figure, thicker tire is used in the car, and the question is why thicker tires are preferred in motor vehicles. Another question is why the cutting knife has sharp edges. Now the another one is it is very difficult to hammer a nail which has a blunt ends like this, but we can easily hammer a nail having a very sharp end. In order to understand all the above phenomena, we must know the concept of thrust and pressure. Now let us try to understand the meaning of thrust and pressure by considering the following activity. So in this activity, what we need is a hammer, two nails, one with blunt end and one with sharp end, and a piece of wood. Now what we are going to do in this activity is, we will hammer these two nails here, applying the same force using a hammer. Now here is a piece of wood and two nails of equal length. The difference here is one has the blunt end and another one has the very sharp end. So if we hammer these two nails with equal force, then what will happen? The nail which has very sharp ends will go much more deeper than the nail which has blunt end. Why is this difference? So here comes the concept of thrust and pressure. Here the thrust means the force which has been applied perpendicular to the surface of an object. So this force we call it thrust. And even though we apply the same force on two nails, but one nail will go deeper inside the wood, but another only by a small length. This difference is just because of the area of two ends. Nail which has a blunt end has a larger area, and the nail which has sharp ends have a very small area here. So whatever thrust is applied to the nail, it is distributed over the bigger area, and due to that reason, it is very difficult to hammer a nail having blunt ends. And in this nail, the thrust or the force that is applied to the nail will act over a very small area. Due to the force acting on a very small area, the sharper nail will go much more deeper than the nail having blunt ends. So what we can conclude from here is, the effect of thrust depends on the area. So here comes the concept of pressure. How much force or thrust is acting in a given area, that we call pressure. So here the area is large, so the pressure will be very less. But here the area of the tip is very less, then the pressure will be high. So due to that high pressure which is exerted by the nail on the wood, the nail with the sharper ends will go much more deeper into the hoods. Now we define thrust. Force exerted by an object perpendicular to the surface is called thrust, and the SI unit of thrust is Newton. And the pressure, the thrust on unit area is called pressure. In other words, pressure equals to thrust divided by area. The SI unit of pressure is Pascal, or sometimes is also written as Newton per meter square. Now what are the factors affecting the pressure? The pressure depends on two factors. So from this formula for pressure, we come to know that pressure depends on the thrust or the force, and the pressure also depends on the area. So it depends on force applied and area of surface over which the force acts. So bigger the area, the less will be the pressure. The smaller the area, the pressure acting on it will be larger. Now let us solve one numerical problem based on thrust and pressure. And the question is, a block of wood is kept on a tabletop. The mass of wooden block is 5 kg and its dimensions are 4 meter into 2 meter into 1 meter. So here the wooden block is rectangular parapet having length 4 meter, breadth 2 meter and height 1 meter. Find the pressure exerted by the wooden block on the tabletop if it is made to lie on the table horizontally and vertically. The wooden block is kept in this way, then we call it horizontally placed on the surface of the table. And if it is kept in this way, then we call it vertically placed on the surface of the table. So what makes the difference in two here is the surface area which is in contact with the table surface. If it is kept horizontally, then the surface area which is contact with the table surface is this bottom having the length 4 meter and breadth 2 meter. But if it is kept vertically, then this lower part, which is very small compared to this one, will be in contact with the surface of the table, and this surface has the length 2 meter and breadth 1 meter. So let us find what is the thrust acting on the table and what is the pressure exerted when the wooden block is kept horizontally and vertically. First, let us calculate thrust. So thrust here is just the weight of the wooden block. So from previous video, I've already explained and given the formula of weight. So weight here means mass into gravitational acceleration. So mass is given 5 kg. So 5 into gravitational acceleration normally we take is 9.8 meter per second square. So if you multiply, you will get 49 kg meter per second square, which is also known as Newton. So the thrust acting on the table is 49 Newton. Now when the wooden block is kept horizontally on the table, then pressure is given by the same formula, thrust by area. The thrust is same, it is 49 Newton, just we have calculated. And the area here is this lower surface, which has length 4 meter and breadth 2 meter. So putting the value here, thrust is 49 Newton and area here is 4 meter into 2 meter because it is rectangular in shape, the lower base, and the area of rectangle is length into breadth. So length is 2 meter, breadth is 2 meter. So if you calculate this, then it will be 6.125 Newton per meter square. So this amount of pressure will be exerted by the wooden block when kept horizontally on the table. Now consider the second case where the wooden block is kept vertically. The pressure expression is given by the same formula, thrust by area. Here the thrust is same because the weight of the wooden box is same. And the area here, which is contact with the table, is different. So now the area which is in contact is this lower surface area having the length 2 meter and breadth 1 meter. So this thrust is 49 Newton only, and the area which is in contact is rectangular in shape having length 2 meter and breadth 1 meter. So if we simplify this, then we will get 24.5 Newton per meter square. So this amount of pressure will be exerted by the wooden block on the table surface. When the wooden block was kept horizontally, then the pressure exerted by it is 6.125 Newton per meter square. But when kept vertically, the pressure exerted by the same wooden block is 24.5 Newton per meter square. So this 24.5 is very large compared to the 6.125. So although the wooden block is same, dimension is same. So although the thrust is same, there are two values of pressure. So from this numerical also what we came to know is that pressure depends on surface area.